Well, hello again. It's time for another discussion video this time. That since I already did I share my thoughts on the whole Power Rangers reboot that's coming next year a little bit ago. So now I think I might give more general discussion about the whole thing. Just now I've got more information since like filming just started in Canada, which is pretty much a quite common location shoot for movies of its type. They're cost effective and the cast they've got mostly since obviously a bunch of unknowns. Unknowns kind of like how they did when the series first began. And since many ways, I didn't know who they were when the show first started, but anyone who's a fan definitely knows them now. Many ways and especially yeah. I'm gonna get to it in a moment since I don't mind too much that the this version the Blue Ranger is going to be black and the Black Ranger is going to be Chinese this time. Since it's a franchise that's well known for not conforming to the usual standards of that sense. And I even didn't even bother me too much that when the series first started that the Black Ranger is black and the Yellow Ranger is Chinese as well. I mean, in all sense. That also, I still think that it has more diverse casting than many adult shows as well. In many ways, that it's to be expected when it's being even based on a Japanese source material, which predates it by some time. And heck, it didn't even bother me too much when I heard that that Michael B. Jordan's a very good actor, and haven't seen Creed yet, but I definitely want to. And he even wants to play the guy again, and if going to reboot the series again, which I'm definitely in favor of, since I don't see it happen until Phase 4 earliest though, but support right now, and also it's definitely one that's run over that, and JDF is still very interested in him being Green Ranger again. I personally say let him at this point, and since if what he wants, he tends to get, since it's meant to parlay that whole thing, not of being the original Green Ranger, the original White Ranger, and Zeo Ranger 5 Red, the first Red Turbo Ranger, and the Black Diamond Thunder Ranger in a very successful martial arts career. In fact, he's even teasing an appearance into a crossover between him, the Dino Charge, by Morphin Dino Teens for Supercharged, which another thing, really quickly, I just saw the pilot of it a few hours ago, and it was okay. I mean, granted, and people to this day still concerned about the violence, the whole thing, but it's practically like a cartoon, in many ways in live action with how it's handled on that. So there's no blood or anything. And of course, there's Bane that's going to be playing a large part of this whole thing, since just one of the patch I was hitting a legacy range of a 1995 movie that's reportedly his blade blaster fell out, so they're gonna be releasing he's seeing the merchandise around Christmas time, according to the UK page before the movie comes out in March, and as opposed to Allegiant. I don't really care about that series, and I'd rather much watch these colorful superheroes do battle sense. And that's why the designs of Rangers has some lead concept art they're ultimately not using, but still gives you some idea of what might happen, since don't want they're going to be like this given the battle armors where they're giving him that were actually things opposed to it that weren't actually in the things like Zeo Ranger, and also unique abilities of their own. What the weapons are going to be like, since Billy had the Stega Stinger here, which was this grappling hook / taser. Sure, and Azure and Kimberly had the Thunder Whip, had the Pterodactyl one. And then also all the blade just in the holsters and were supposed to actually being used as weapons. And of course, highly likely the Zords are going to be computer generated, since even if the 1995 one has aged that well, that's compared to like say how the effects were in T2 or Jurassic Park. For kids, it actually came out a few months before the original Toy Story, so something to consider. And the advanced special effects, I think, say it's a good time as any to bring them back. Since heck, mean, just to reboot the series. I still may not have been a big fan of the viral video that came out last year. The Power Rangers one. I pronounce it like that because of the slash in the title. That's all that. I still think it's probably not gonna be a hard R movie. Movie like Deadpool is gonna be. Really looking forward to that. By the way, I might do another discussion on all these kind of cult ones, but ones very soon. But also, these are very much like characters that have been changed over time, undergone many incarnations, and since that, even though some turn out better than others, that's overall it's a very successful series that's raised for both Toei and Saban, also especially in the case of Bandai with merchandise and everything. Since I think the ideal one, which I agree with many others, is just combine, say, the Avengers and Pacific Rim with the Megazord balance. Pretty much got it since and it's probably going to be a really silly kiddie movie trying to appeal to more family audiences. To think kind of like the new TMNT, they managed to make a movie and they're going to be having a sequel coming out. It's going to appeal to nostalgic fans, like also appeal to today's kids as well. And also to the teenage audience. I definitely like GDF idea of making a PG-13 action film as well. That's definitely could work. Yep. But I definitely saw like a combination of things that have been popular at the box office over the past few years. Like superheroes, dinosaurs, monsters, robots, and nice nostalgia. It's definitely a good time as any. So, and as for other side casts, I still like the idea of having Meryl Streep as Rita and Morgan Freeman as Zordon. Since still really kind of enjoyed Into the Woods, so having he Meryl Streep play a witch again, definitely good work. And since Morgan Freeman has Lethal Weapons of Fate, and Ben God, and also given Batman those wonderful toys, definitely could work as a combination of all three of those character types. And just as a wild card for Broken Skull, I definitely like to see maybe Jonah Hill and Christopher Splash play them. So still being high school 10 years after Superbad, so definitely not a stretch too much in that case. So anyway, that's all I have to say. That yeah, this one has interchangeable heads. Apparently, I was just a helmet when I saw the stock photos, but the heads of this figure definitely swap. And so definitely gonna review this puppy later. And I have the box out of the shot right now, so just let me know what you think about the whole idea. Yeah, and I will definitely be seeing you later. May the power protect you.